Nothing ever exists entirely alone. Everything is in relation to everything else. The Buddha Part 1. The moment. It all falls apart. There comes a moment in every life, perhaps more than once, when things unravel. The job we worked tirelessly to secure slips away in a single meeting. The relationship we nurtured breaks apart with a few painful words. A dream long held dear seems to crumble under the weight of reality. And in that moment, one question echoes loudly in the heart. Why is this happening to me? This question is not a sign of weakness. It is the cry of the human soul trying to make sense of the invisible threads that weave together joy and suffering. We look around and compare. Others seem to walk through life untouched, smiling, unburdened. Meanwhile, we carry silent storms inside. But what if, just for a moment, we paused that question? What if instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we asked, "What is this trying to awaken in me?" Part 2. The Great Web. Interconnectedness and Karma Buddhism teaches that nothing happens in isolation. No moment exists without a before, and no choice is without its ripple. This is the essence of karma, not as punishment, not as reward, but as cause and effect. When we plant seeds, we do not always know when they will bloom or in what form. A kind act today may echo decades later. A moment of anger, left unchecked, may silently shape tomorrow's sorrow. And so life is not a series of unrelated events. It is a sacred choreography. Every step, even the missteps, part of the greater unfolding. In the forest, a tree does not fall without nourishing the soil. In the ocean, even the smallest ripple reaches the farthest shore. So too, in life, even what breaks us, even what seems like a meaningless wound, may be the very event that leads us home. Part 3. The Broken Teacup. A story on impermanence there is a story from the Zen tradition that is told again and again. Not because we forget the tale, but because we forget the truth it carries. A young monk once approached his master, eyes burning with frustration. "Master," he said, "why is life so unfair? Good people suffer. Cruel people seem to succeed. Nothing makes sense." The master listened, then silently walked to a nearby shelf. He picked up a delicate porcelain teacup and handed it to the monk. The monk held it in his hands. It was beautiful, white with golden patterns etched like sunlight on water. "Do you love this cup?" the master asked. "Yes," the monk replied, admiring its craftsmanship. Without a word, the master let go of the cup. It fell to the ground, shattering into 100 sharp pieces. The monk gasped, horrified. "Why?" he cried. "Why did you destroy it?" The master smiled gently and said, "I loved the cup when it was whole, and I love it now that it is broken, because I knew from the very first moment I held it that one day it would break." Part 4. The illusion of control. One of the greatest sources of suffering is the illusion that we are in control. We make plans, we write goals, we build towers of expectation so high that when life shifts, as it always does, we are left staring at ruins. But what if control was never the goal? What if the real wisdom lies not in controlling the river, but in learning how to float? In Zen Buddhism, there is a proverb, "Let go or be dragged." We spend much of life resisting what is. We replay conversations in our heads, wish outcomes were different, mourn the past, dread the future. But peace, true, lasting peace, comes not from resistance, but from surrender. Not passive resignation, but active acceptance. Acceptance is not weakness. It is strength beyond the ego. It is the soul bowing to the truth of impermanence. Part 5. Storms that shape. Us think of the most painful moments in your life. Now think of who you became because of them. Perhaps you became more compassionate after loss, more patient after heartbreak, more present after illness, more awake after disappointment. Pain shapes us, but it does not have to define us. There is a parable of a coal and a diamond. Both come from the same source, carbon buried deep within the earth. But only the diamond has endured unimaginable pressure, extreme heat, and time beyond counting. The beauty of the diamond is not in its origin, but in what it has endured. So, it is with the soul. The next time life presses hard upon you, ask not, "Why this?" but instead, "What is this making of me?" Part 6. The tree in the desert, trusting the unseen. Imagine a man lost in the desert. The sun burns overhead. His throat is dry. Every step is agony. In the distance, he sees a lone tree and stumbles toward it, collapsing in its shade. He weeps in frustration. "Why did I lose my way?" he cries. "Why am I here in this barren place?" But what he doesn't know is that just over the next hill, a violent sandstorm is raging. Had he continued on his intended path, it would have claimed his life, his detour, his delay, his despair. It saved him. Sometimes we don't know what we've been saved from until much later, and sometimes we never know at all. But trust this: life sees farther than we do. Part 7. The ocean and the wave. On letting go, you are not the storm. You are not even the wave. You are the ocean. The wave rises, crashes, and disappears. But the ocean remains, calm beneath the chaos, vast beneath the surface. The emotions you feel, anger, sorrow, fear, are waves. Let them rise. Let them fall. Do not cling. When we cling, we suffer. When we let go, we return to the stillness, beneath. The Buddha once said, "You only lose what you cling to." So what are you clinging to right now? A story, a regret, an identity? Can you loosen your grip? Because sometimes letting go isn't the end, it's the beginning.